morning. Welcome. My name is Kylie Ricken, and I am the System of Care Coordinator here in Allen County. And today we are going to be doing our Provider Resource Fair and showing you what we've created for our virtual resource library. We're housing that on the website lookupindiana.org. So before we do that, I want to tell you a little bit about how we got here and why we are doing this virtual provider resource fair. So each year there is an event called the Resource Fair and Family Fun Night, and that's hosted by Our Children, Our Future, the Allen County System of Care. And generally, what we would do for that event is we would have about 65 different provider organizations come into one building, and we would split up into two portions. The first portion would be for case managers, social workers, anyone in the community who is a service provider to come and meet with those provider organizations and just learn about each other, the services that they can provide, how they can make referrals to each other. And then the second portion of that, we would open up to the community. So anyone in the community would be welcome to come to this event. They would get the opportunity to meet with those 65 provider organizations and learn about the programs and services that they have to offer to our community, how to access that type of resource, etc. And then we would pair that with a family fun night. So we would give them a lot of basic needs items, some fun things, a free meal, and we would provide a ton of activities for them to be able to just enjoy the night with their family. So that's what it would normally look like. Obviously, with the pandemic, we've had to pivot quite a bit, and we had to mix things up a little bit. So we decided to still do the Family Fun Night event. And what we did was a couple weeks ago, we had a drive-through, very socially distanced event. We saw about 500 people come through that event in their cars. They went through different stations and they received a resource booklet with organization information in it and a ton of other resources in a bag. And then they were also able to get things like socks and underwear, board games and balls, a free meal. They had the opportunity to win a new bike, and we just gave them all sorts of things to take with them. So we didn't want to just leave it at that. We wanted to be sure that we had the opportunity for provider organizations to still tell the community what they are able to offer and what's available as resources for families. So we partnered with our friends here at Remedy Live to help us do this live stream and make sure that we can show you our virtual resource library, and you'll get the opportunity to hear from some of those providers, and they're going to tell you all about the services they can provide, the programs, the resources, anything that families might need to make sure that their family is able to thrive. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you lookupindiana.org. And this website is an online mental and behavioral health and wellness tool. And it has all sorts of components that are really helpful. So I'm going to start by just going through a few of those. When you first go to the website, you can see up here there are some crisis components. So if you or someone you know is in crisis, there are 3 different options for you to be able to get help pretty quickly. First, you can click on this chat button right here, and a chat will come up and someone will be available to help you through whatever crisis that you are experiencing. The other option would be to text the word lookup to 494949, and again you would receive a response so that someone is available to help you through that. And finally, this 800 number over here is available 24 hours a day, again to help you in any crisis situation. So I'm going to show you now these tabs right across the top here, starting with the Find Help section. This Find Help section is a place for you to be able to go to and type in your zip code, and you will be able to find a listing of providers that are closest to you. Oh, I typed in 907. That must not be a zip code. So you will be able to find any programs, and there are ways to further narrow it down across the top here. So you will get a listing of exactly what it is that you are needing, and closest to you. You can even narrow it down by the type of insurance you have, or if you prefer, if we're doing counseling and you prefer a male or a female counselor, you can narrow it down further by that. So that's our Find Help section. Make sure that you check that out, whether you're a provider or not. And just keep on going across the top here. This Learn section has a couple of different topics that you can explore. There's substance use, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and stigma. And in each of these different topics, you will be able to find videos, articles, facts. You'll even be able to find the screening tools that you might be able to use. You'll see those if you scroll down. So you'll be able to find screening tools in case you want to do a self-screening or screen your kiddo or someone that you know, and then you can print that off and take it to the doctor. The next thing over is going to be events, and this is where you will be able to find any events that are going on in our state, mostly relating to mental and behavioral health and wellness that we have been made aware of. So you will get those in this section. Leading the way is really for the leaders of the community. We have all sorts of resources and information for you here. So for example, we have the Indiana School Mental Health Initiative. They have so much information on here. And it would be an example if you are a school or education worker. This is going to give you tons of information on adverse childhood experiences, how to become a trauma-informed school, etc. So you will be able to find anything that you need here. That would be in the Leading the Way section. Last but not least, this is our System of Care section, and this is where we will find all of the information based on individual counties. So you'll go to the System of Care and you can choose the drop down. If you're not from Allen County, you can choose any of the counties here, but we will choose Allen County, and you will find our logo and our contact information as well as our mission and vision statement here. And if you scroll down, here's where you're going to find so much more information. We like to post news here, things that are coming up. It's typically events or really large things that are being announced in the community. There is also an events section over here at the end. These are going to be events that are specific to Allen County, so you can find those there. Our topics section has a few different topics right now. You can get all the information you might need on the Allen County System of Care, stigma campaigns, the different kinds of mental health providers, and even some trauma information over here. If you go to the resource tab, this is where you will find all of the resources that the partners in the Allen County System of Care have felt were really important and really relevant to our county specifically. And as you will see, the very first resource on here is the virtual resource library. So to find out more information on all of these, you're just going to follow the read more. And here is our virtual resource library that we have been working on. Essentially what we did is we asked our providers who would typically be at the resource fair in-person event, we asked them to just record a short video for us to let us know what services their organization provides and how we can make sure that the information is quickly available so that people can know what organization is providing what. So I'm just going to give you a quick scroll through this. It starts with our System of Care video, and then you will see there are so many provider organizations who have contributed to this and made a video. Below there are little excerpts of what their organization is about. And we hope that we will be able to continue just adding more and more resources at some point. So keep coming back. If you don't see a video here that you're looking for, feel free to come back and we will make sure we get those updated. So we are going to now give you the opportunity to hear from some of these providers, and they are each going to tell you a little bit about their organization and the services that they can provide. So we are going to start with Amani Family Services.
All right, good morning. My name is Sarah Leone, and I am the Prevention Coordinator here at Amani Family Services. So I'm just going to explain what we do here and the services we provide. So Amani is a private nonprofit organization that serves close to 2,000 immigrants and refugees in the Allen County area. We're actually the only nonprofit in the area that works only with immigrants and refugees. We offer 4 different programs, and we employ around 40 multilingual staff members and contractors. So our mission statement that we're really proud of is we partner with immigrant and refugee families and the community to promote safety, encourage personal growth, as well as foster a spirit of belonging. And so our first program that I'm going to talk about is our victim care program. And so we offer culturally sensitive services to victims of crime. So that could be as simple as a traffic accident, it could be sexual assault, domestic violence, any of those things. We work with those victims of crime. And so we offer information about different options as well as supporting those decisions. We'll accompany you to court, we'll answer any questions you have, we'll help you fill out any forms, help with protective orders, any resources. And throughout this process, we work with qualified interpreters to ensure that the voices are heard. That's something that we stress constantly, is just making sure that there are interpreters available so that the victim knows exactly what's going on at all times. And there are no costs for any of these services in regards besides one. Our next program is our substance use support group. And so we provide individual, family, and group support. We provide peer support fellowships, assistance with adjustment challenges. The classes are $15, but if for whatever reason you can't make a payment, we'll work with you. And these are referral only. If there's someone that really needs services that's an immigrant or a refugee, we'll work with them. If they're just coming from an outside source, no referring agency or anything like that, so that's not a problem. And those classes are offered in Spanish and Burmese. And so if there is a client that spoke French, Swahili, Lingala, any of those languages, we would provide interpretation for that as well. Our next program is the family support. And so those are programs that's a program we work with DCS, the Allen County Juvenile Center and Choices to provide home-based case services. And so all those services are provided with rich cultural and personal strengths that each individual and family provides as they, work with Amani to accomplish their goals. And so our next program we have is the community support program. And so within that program we have 2. So we have SCAN, we have a contract with SCAN with community partners, and then we have my program, which is the prevention program. And so within SCAN, you get a bilingual caseworker that you'll work with for up to 2 hours for up to 4 months. So, and you can kind of figure it out with the client. The caseworkers kind of determine whatever the preference is. And so within that, you get, they connect the individuals and families to quality resources here at Amani, other partner agencies, and then community organizations. And so this is a program that works with families that typically, going to the grocery store is just such a barrier for them because of that language barrier as well. And so our bilingual caseworkers in Burmese and Spanish work with them to provide services that may seem, very easy to you and I, but for them it's extremely difficult. And so we're just trying to bridge that gap. And so that's our SCAN Community Partners program. And then our last program is the prevention program. And so that's the one I run. And these services are for people that kind of are falling through the cracks. They don't fit into any other programs. They may not have children. They may be an older immigrant or refugee. And so I work with them to provide services as well as accomplish the goals that they have and that they need help with. And with this program, we also work with them for up to about 4 months. With COVID-19, we've kind of made special circumstances because I couldn't really work with anybody in person for about 2 months. We were still doing telehealth, but being able to go in to the store, apply for SNAP or Medicaid before all those services were kind of put towards telehealth, it was difficult. And so we've kind of made some special exceptions within my program. But we can refer out to legal advocacy, help the clients get on medical payments, because a lot of our clients were hit really hard by COVID itself. Something I forgot to mention is all of these programs have access to counselors that will be with interpreters as well. So all of our services are free with the exception of our substance use program. And I tried to make that as short as possible, but I think I got all of the services that we provide. But with our referral process, if you go to AmaniFamilyServices.org and click the button for referral, you'll be able to enter in a referral, and we typically reach out to the clients within 24 to 48 hours. With COVID and us seeing an increase in referrals, it may be a little bit longer than that, but I typically reach out to them within that 48-hour mark just to let them know that we're here, and we care about you. But if anybody has any questions, you can reach out to us at Amani, or you can email me at sleone@AmaniFamilyServices.org. And of course, all of our information is online on the website. But that is all I have for you guys today. And sorry for taking up a little bit more time I know than I was supposed to have, but thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Next, we are going to hear from Bowen Center.
Yes, hi. My name is Jamie Yates. I'm an assistant director, and I'm excited to tell you about Bowen Center. So we do have an office here in Allen County, and Bowen Center, we are a community mental health center and primary care center. So our mission is basically to improve the quality of lives of those that we are serving. So we focus on the total health of the person, and we do this in many different ways. So we offer mental and primary care, and we also offer therapy, skills coaching, substance use treatment, and medication management as well. And you can receive all of that here in our Allen County office. And we also try to eliminate any barriers that might prevent somebody from accessing the treatment. So with COVID, we recognize that a lot of people don't want to come into the office. And so we are providing still telehealth services over the phone. We're doing that with therapy. We're doing groups over Zoom, and in a lot of different ways. We're doing conference calls. Let's see, we also try to eliminate any barriers for payment. So we do, for our skills coaching program, that is primarily Medicaid. However, we do also have navigation services so that we will never refuse treatment to anybody who cannot pay. We try to link them to Medicaid through the navigation and get them the services that they need. But if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. And I am primarily over the skills coaching program, but I can definitely link you to others who are over the therapy, substance use, and medication management programs as well. And our number is 1-800-342-5653. That is the line to get you started with services. However, that's also a crisis line after hours, and you will be connected to somebody if you are in crisis to speak to. And you can also go to our website at www.bowencenter.org. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. Next, we are going to hear from Community Harvest Food Bank. Maya, I'm not sure that we can hear you.
Oh, I apologize.
There we go. You can go ahead and start over again if you'd like.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, no
My
problem.
name is Maya. I am the Community Engagement Coordinator at Community Harvest Food Bank, and I wanted to provide a quick overview of our hunger relief programs. We are based on the south side of town off of Tillman Road, and we are on City Bus Route number 5. We are a regional food bank that serves 9 counties in Northeast Indiana, and last year we distributed over 17 million pounds of food to about 80,000 individuals in our service area. So as a food bank, we're essentially a warehouse. We work with member agencies, and we also distribute food directly to people in need. Our first program that we offer on a walk-in basis is crisis assistance. So to participate in that program, anyone in need can come in and just provide a photo ID or a piece of mail with their current address, and we'll provide that 10 pounds of shelf-stable food and some information about our other programs so they can get connected to other resources. We have a farm wagon mobile pantry program that serves all 9 counties. This is open to anyone in need without any proof of income or ID required. We serve rural and urban food deserts through this program, providing fresh produce, dairy products, and other items. And this is our schedule. This is available on our website, communityharvest.org. We have a Saturday distribution. Every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11, we serve over 1,000 households on average. It's set up the same way as the farm wagon, so we don't require any ID or proof of income. People just show up, remain in their vehicles, keep their trunk clear so that we can deliver the food without any contact between volunteers and clients. Our community cupboard program is operated through a voucher system. This is our on-site food pantry. So clients are referred by other agencies that pay 19 cents a pound for the food that the client receives. The client does not pay any cost for this program. It provides shelf-stable foods, dairy products, frozen refrigerated items, and fresh foods. This is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and closed on Saturdays. We have a Hope for Heroes program that serves veterans and military families. Anyone with a military ID or VA card, DD-214, can come in to our location on Tillman Road and receive 100 pounds of food for 9 visits, 1 per month. We have programs that serve seniors. We have a senior pack drive-through distribution every other Wednesday. And then we have a commodity supplemental food program that is supported through the state. For that, we do have an income requirement. There's an application that seniors can fill out if they're over 60 and meet the income requirements of 185% of the poverty line or below. They may qualify. And we also have homebound delivery for those who are medically homebound. We support Kids Cafe and summer feeding programs at partner sites. We provide food that their staff and volunteers prepare after school. These are some of the sites available. And then we also have a kids backpack program, which provides a 10-pound bag of food for weekends and school breaks. And then we work with partner food pantries throughout the region. If you visit our website, communityharvest.org, and go to the Get Help tab, there's a list of pantries for each county. And then as a provider, if you're interested in getting involved, one way to kind of look at the inner workings of our organization would be to donate your time, volunteer with us on a Saturday. We have a variety of opportunities available, so we welcome you to join us. And if you're interested in becoming a member agency, you just need to be a 501c3 organization that's held that designation for 2 years. This will allow you to refer clients through the voucher program for a community cupboard, or if you'd like to have a food pantry on site, you can apply for that as well. And Terry Alexander is our agency services representative, so if you're interested in becoming a member agency, please reach out to her for more information. And here's our contact information, our website, and my contact information. If you'd like to reach out to me, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here.
If you would like a quick overview of the programs, I do have a brochure that I can send to you via email to share with your clients, just so they have a quick reference of how to access our program. Thank you.
Thank you, Maya. So next we will hear from Crossroad Child and Family Services.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Colley and I'm the Communications Director at Crossroad Child and Family Services. We hope you'll take a chance to look at our video, and that explains a little bit more about what we do. We are a mental health provider for children and families based here in Fort Wayne. But I wanted to share some updates with you that have been happening on our campus lately. That we're pretty excited about. The first being that even though we've continued to accept kids into our residential programs, we're happy to say that we have not had any COVID-19 cases with any of our kids on our campus, so we're very grateful for that. Our staff have been working so hard to make sure that our kids are staying safe and learning more about how to stay safe. And they've also been working to keep our other staff and any visitors to our campus safe as well, so we're thankful for them. We also opened 2 new buildings this summer. The first is a 15-bed residential unit. So that brings our total number of beds up to 75 for both open and lock secure units. And what's unique about this unit is that it's adaptable. So we can change it from an open unit to a lock secure unit if we needed to. We could change it from a boys unit to a girls unit, whatever the need is at any given time. So that's really exciting. We also opened a new treatment and welcome center. So this will be our new entry point to campus. That's where we'll house our administrative staff as well as our clinical staff for therapy. And right now we're still social distancing, so not all of our staff are working there, but we hope to have everyone there soon as long as it's safe to do so. The unique thing about that building is that we will also have a new sensory room. Which will also have a new sensory room in the unit as well. And both of those were sponsored by the AWS Foundation. So we're also grateful to them for helping us with that project. We also became a provider for the Family Preservation Services over the summer. And that's a new program. Our community services staff, many of whom have been working with Crossroad for wraparound for a long time, are very excited to work with families through that program as well. It's a great program to get services all from one provider. So we're excited to be a part of that as well. You can find more information about us either through that video, on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. You can visit our website, crossroad-fwch.org, or you can give us a call at 260-484-4153. Thanks for having us here today.
Thank you, Andrea. And now we will hear from Family Voices Indiana.
Carrie Lee, and I am a Health Information Specialist for Family Voices Indiana. We are the Health Information Center for the state. We serve families that have children with special health care needs from ages 0 to 21. We are fully funded by grants and donations, so we can be a free service to families. We help these families navigate services, find resources, support groups, just things to help them navigate life with a child with a special health care need. We do serve the entire state. And we also have a bicultural and bilingual specialist that can help Spanish-speaking families. If you want to learn more information about Family Voices, we are on social media. We also have a website, fbindiana.org. You can also contact us at 844-323-4636 or email us at info@fbindiana.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. And next we will hear from Gateway Woods.
Good morning. My name is Rob Parker. I am the Lark and Willowbridge Director at Gateway Woods Family Services. For over 40 years, Gateway Woods has been providing restorative services to families and children in Allen and counties all over the state of Indiana. We've really focused on the relational side of things, connecting with our kids and families, empowering, providing those services. Our mission statement is to honor and obey God by providing help and healing to troubled children and families who then may bless others. And we've done that through our residential services. We have a Christ-based open residential that includes drug and alcohol counseling, teen mom program, on-ground school counseling. We've also done this through adoption, foster care, our Gateway Farms program, which allows kids to get their hands dirty and the cleansing nature of learning on the farm. So the LARC initiative, which I'm going to primarily talk about, it was us looking at all that we provided and saying, how do we continue to build on the foundation that was laid through residential and foster care? How do we continue to reach out to kids who are aged out, who lack the crucial supports they need to be able to transition into independence? And LARC is our community-based initiative that was born out of those conversations. And after that, we realized that we can get kids connected with jobs and mentors and church communities and all the things like through systems of care, all of those different partnerships. We serve as trusted friends who get them connected to the right resources and right relationships. But one of the things we realized was if they don't have a safe, solid place to lay their head, it's hard for all those connections to stay into place. So through that was born the Willowbridge Transitional Living Community, which opened a year ago. So we've got kids who are aged out and unsupported who now live in their own apartments, supported by other caring adults that can kind of walk alongside of them. And there's a lot of great opportunities right in our own community. There are all these teens and young adults who lack support and resources. And we're always looking for mentors, for volunteers. I'd encourage you to watch our video. Check out the Gateway Woods website. It's gatewaywoods.org. You can reach out to me at rob.parker@gatewaywoods.org. We are super excited to be able to be involved in these kind of initiatives that are bringing all these different organizations and all these different people together, kind of circling the wagons around the most vulnerable and potentially stepped over people in our community, because we and those that we serve are better together. So thanks for the opportunity to talk with you today.
Thank you, Rob. Next, we're going to hear from Lutheran Social Services of Indiana.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Jillian Frazier, and I'm really proud to be representing Lutheran Social Services. At LSSI, we're focused on helping willing families and individuals get the skills necessary to make positive life choices and move towards economic and family stability. We do that through several different programs throughout the northern third of the state, including Children's Village, which is our intergenerational early childhood learning center on the grounds of Lutheran Life Villages. We have Balance Works, which is our office-based therapy program that specializes in EMDR. Cup of Kindness, our financial stability program. ECHO, a program to assist our pregnant and parenting teens remain in and graduate from high school. Gear Up, which is our short-term safety equipment program. And then we have partnerships. We have a partnership with SCAN to provide community partners. We partner with DCS to provide visitation and case management services. And then our newest collaboration is Recovery Care. We're proud to be a part of the Heart team with Fort Wayne PD and Parkview to provide support for individuals after they have completed intensive recovery, to establish day-to-day life, and also then to support the families of individuals suffering from substance use disorder, regardless of if the loved one is in recovery or not. The program that you will see featured in our video library is LSSI Works, which is the workforce initiative by LSSI. At LSSI Works, the staff work with participants to increase their personal and professional skills to find and maintain lasting, stable employment. We assist with all of the things that you would expect from a typical employment program, like interview skills and resume building, but then we also help build skills that are helpful both at the job and at home, like gaining self-conflict and and conflict management skills. And once a student demonstrates that they exhibit our program core competencies and we believe they're ready for full-time employment, we help make connections in the community with our employment partners, like Sweetwater and City of Fort Wayne. Our goal is to help our participants find the job, not just a job. And once they find the job that's good for them, perfect for them, we keep in touch with them for at least a year to help problem solve when new barriers, either personal or professional, arise. LSSI Works begins cohorts every month. If someone is interested in learning more or enrolling in the next class, you can contact us. You can call us at 260-426-3347, or you can learn more about that and all of our other programs on our website at lssin.org.
Thank you, Jillian. Next up, we have Meridian Health Services.
Hi, everybody. I am Jamie Swadner. I'm the practice manager here out of Allen County Meridian Health Services. So Meridian Health Services is a progressive healthcare organization specializing in whole person health, integrating physical, mental, and social well-being. The focus on a broader spectrum of health, including primary medical care, behavioral health, and human services, offers a well-rounded approach for happier, healthier patients. We've been serving the state for about 35 years, and we're a community mental health center, as well as we provide holistic healthcare focusing on primary care and even dentistry, which we started last year in March. Some things that we really focus on and we provide for Allen County is we provide individual, family, and group skills training, focusing on those social skills that the patient might need, or the skills to reduce behaviors in a school setting. We do case management. We provide individual, family, and group therapy. We also provide medication management. So we do those psychiatric evaluations and medication reviews. We have crisis intervention. And then out of Wells County, this year we started and we actually are an FQHC. So we now have a pediatrician clinic and an internal medicine clinic in regional medical. Some additional things that we can provide for you is we are certified to train the community in QPR, which is question, persuade, and refer, to help reduce suicide and just promote awareness and prevention. We also provide training. We can do in-person, virtual, and blended for mental health first aid for both youth and adults. And so we do have trainers that are certified in that. Our Allen County office actually covers Allen County, DeKalb, Whitley, Noble, Huntington, Wells, and Adams. A lot of our service we can provide in person. We can also provide help, so we can do those through Zoom sessions, over the phone, and that even includes our medication management. So during the pandemic, we've been able to expand our services to the entire state and provide additional services to patients in need and reduce that barrier of transportation or the stigma of mental health. I know that we're all focusing on together through this program and many programs throughout the state. Some of the programs that we have out of our Allen County office would include our Children and Family Program. So that's anyone under the age of 18 that has Medicaid that needs to work on skill building and case management. We also have our Connections Program. What's so great about our Connections Program at Meridian is that we are nationally accredited to provide services to intellectually and developmentally disabled persons. And we are the only community mental health center in the state that has that national accreditation. So what that means for us is that we can serve a person that has an IDD diagnosis and a co-occurring mental health disorder. So what we do is we will work with them in their group home settings, in their workshops, and ensure that their needs are met as well, just like any other patient that would come through our door. We also provide mental health services to adults, and we also provide our medication management. If you have further questions or you have a referral, you can call us at 260-436-0932, or you can visit our website at www.meridianhs.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. Next, we are going to hear from St. Joseph Missions Women's Shelter.
Hello, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity. My name is Lisa Fadian, and I am the Executive Director of St. Joseph Missions Women's Shelter. St. Joseph Missions is creating the very first 24/7, 365 emergency shelter expressly for single homeless women. There are wonderful shelters for women with children, women who are victims of domestic violence, and women who are struggling with addictions, but there is no shelter in particular for women who are experiencing financial difficulties. For women who have been evicted, perhaps COVID took her job and medical bills have eaten up her savings, or for women who were rescued from sex trafficking and needed immediate refuge, we will be their shelter. We will provide the essential escape from the many perils of the life on the street. And moreover, we will foster an environment that is safe, stable, and nurturing so they can begin to heal and start their journey to self-reliance. For each guest, we will create an individualized, holistic path to hope, offering purpose and accountability as it leads to her to achieve self-sufficiency and fulfill her glorious potential. We have identified 4 pillars as essential to our single homeless sisters achieving their goals and ultimately to the health and wellness of families in our community. First, we will earn trust by honoring all of our guests with the dignity and respect they deserve. We will connect qualifying candidates to programs throughout Allen County that already address their underlying causes for homelessness. We have so many fabulous programs throughout Allen County, and we are looking forward to taking advantage of those so we can provide high quality programming. We have over 20 community partners working with us, and one great aspect of our new home is that they will either be neighbors or readily accessible from the bus hut 2 doors down. We will provide work and life skills instruction at our shelter. We will have volunteers address every topic from healthy eating and lifestyle to financial literacy to focusing on job search and retaining that job. And we will empower our guests through increased responsibility for the welfare of their peers and the collective social environment of our shelter. Grace through service is a gift that we should all experience. This is an exciting time for St. Joseph Missions. We have found our building, we have begun our renovations in October, and we will be taking the lead in the Winter Contingency Program. And then in March 2021, we will finally open our doors and welcome our single sisters home. Again, thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Lisa. And our last provider of the day, we are going to hear from the YMCA.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us. My name is Rebecca Coffey. I'm the Director of Adaptive Services for the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. And part of our mission at the Y is to be for all, and that's really my focus. So we have a variety of adaptive and inclusive programs for individuals with special needs. So obviously at the Y, we want anyone to feel like they can come in and take any class or be involved however they would like to be. But we offer specific adaptive and inclusive programs for individuals with diverse abilities as well. So our adaptive programs are specifically for those with special needs. So it could be physical, developmental, intellectual. And some of our adaptive programs include like our adaptive swim lessons. We have adaptive baseball. We have other adaptive sports. We have adaptive dance. So a variety of options. It was important for us to offer more than just sports, but also programs in the arts and social events and things of that nature as well. We also offer inclusive programs for individuals with and without special needs to be interacting and engaging together. So some of our examples are we have different social events throughout the year, sensory-friendly movies and dances and get-togethers. We have a Trail Buddies bike program, which is really neat, where the front kind of functions as a wheelchair. And so we have volunteers who give individuals with a physical disability or individuals unable to pedal a bike independently chances to get out in the community and enjoy the fresh air together. So it just helps build that camaraderie and friendship. So those are just some different inclusive opportunities that we have. We also have a state-of-the-art sensory room that's amazing at the Jackson Lehman YMCA that's open to the community, and then a new sensory room at the Jorgensen YMCA Southwest. As well as the Y has, 30 plus before and after school sites where we have sensory bags for children as well. So just some different ways that you can get connected if you're interested, if you either are a participant with a special need, have a child with a special need, or someone, in the community that you would like to share this information with. We do send a monthly newsletter that is the best way to stay updated on our upcoming programs and events. And if you check out our website, which is FW for Fort Wayne, YMCA.org, you can go to programs and check out our adaptive programs there. Also, if you would like to get added to the newsletter or have any questions at all, my phone number is 260-755-4961. Thank you so much for listening about adaptive programs. And now I will pass it on to Chelsea, who is going to talk briefly about the Youth Services Bureau at the Y.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chelsea. I am a case facilitator and youth advocate here at the YMCA Youth Service Bureau. So here at the Youth Service Bureau, we do provide a variety of programs, but we do have 4 main programs. Our biggest one that we're most known for is our Status Offender Court Alternative Program. So what that is a program that we work with students and their families who have had truancy issues at school. We're aware that typically there are actually more barriers that families are facing that is causing the truancy, whether that's homelessness, lack of transportation, lack of adequate nutrition. So we are able to connect these families and these youth with resources that can help set them up to be more successful in school and avoid some of these truancy issues. We do also offer youth advocacy, which is a mentorship for youth, again, to help make sure that they are successful young adults. We do a variety of kind of active programs with them that get them out in the community to make memories that they maybe wouldn't have without a positive role model. We do also have our 24/7 crisis line that youth who are in a crisis are able to reach out and speak to someone here in Fort Wayne directly that can help them. That number is 260-466-7077. So if you do want to learn more about some of our programs, we do want you to reach out to us so we can give you a little bit more detail. Our number is 260-449-7511. Thanks.
Thank you, Rebecca and Chelsea. So that concludes our provider resource fair, and as well as our preview for lookupindiana.org and our virtual resource library. We will make sure that we are distributing this information as widely as we possibly can. If you ever have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to me at Kylie@thelutheranfoundation.org, and I'd be happy to help in any way that I can. We're so grateful to all of our partners here. Thank you to the providers for coming on and sharing the resources and services that you can provide to our community members and anyone else who's joining us. Hopefully you got a better idea of what is available to you in our community so that you and your family can be thriving. Thank you again, and hopefully we will see you again soon.